All right, so today we're talking a little bit about mood and tone, the difference between the two, and how to describe each one when talking about the mood or the tone of a text. So I'll give you some example words that you can use. And then after this, you'll do a little bit of an activity with identifying mood and tone for different movie clips. So we'll kind of talk through that. So the first thing is tone. I do want you to be taking notes on this. This is going to be helpful for you to have later. So tone is the author's attitude towards the writing. So basically, how does it sound? Is the author kind of joking around? Is the author very serious and solemn? It's all about the tone of the author. Tone, think like tone of voice. So how does someone sound? Are they serious? Are they kind of joking? You can tell the tone of someone, the tone of voice of someone just by listening. And it's a little bit different with reading because you don't get to actually hear the author when they're talking. But through the words that the author uses, you can kind of tell what they're feeling towards the subject and how they want that to come across. So a work of writing can have more than one tone. It can change from section to section, from sentence to sentence even. It can change. An example of tone could be both serious and humorous. So it could be serious at one point of the text. The author could be very like serious, just kind of down to business. And then the next section, the author could kind of throw in a little joke to lighten things up. So it could be humorous as well. So tone is set by the setting, choice of vocabulary, and other details. So think like someone's tone of voice. You could say the word, or you could ask like, "How you doing?" You could say fine. In that case, like they're probably fine. Or you could say, "How you doing?" And someone could say, "Fine, I'm fine." That's the tone of voice difference. So that's kind of what we're talking about here. How does the author sound? Are they taking things lightly, or are they very serious? Here are some different words that describe tone. I want you to copy down at least 5 of these. So it could be amused, angry, cheerful, horror, could be light, matter of fact, suspicious, witty. Witty's kind of like throwing in jokes here and there, kind of being clever. Pessimistic, always kind of being looking on the downside of things, or playful. Pompous is kind of like you're looking your nose or looking down your nose at someone else, like you're better than them. That's pompous. It could be an ironic tone. So like sometimes stories are ironic. So it's kind of um, like the opposite of what it's literally saying. It might be some kind of satire. If you've ever heard of that, that's kind of like making fun of something by kind of going to an extreme of a situation. So kind of ironic is an example of that, or maybe just informal, maybe like a text that you write to your friend. That tone is pretty informal versus serious, maybe a text that you send or an email that you send to a teacher. That might be more serious, might be more formal. So those are different tone words. Next is mood. Mood is the general atmosphere created by the author's words. So it's basically how you feel when you read it. So tone again is how the author feels, or how they sound, I guess, because we don't know how they're feeling, but how they sound is the tone, and the mood is how you, as the reader, the audience, feel. So it might be the same as the author's tone. For example, maybe the author's tone is like kind of humorous and funny and lighthearted. Then maybe the mood that you get is the same, like you're feeling kind of happy and lighthearted and cheerful. However, it could be different depending on the situation. So some example words: excited, sad, angry, sick, surprised, happy. These are just different moods. You know what a mood is. Like if you're in a bad mood, or if you're in an excited mood, or a sad mood, if you're in like kind of an angry mood, those are all how you're feeling. Um, so words that describe mood, again, I want you to copy down maybe at least 5 that stick out to you. So we have fanciful, frightening, frustrating. These are all things that you might be feeling when you're reading a text. Maybe you're feeling sentimental when you're reading something because it's making you think of something. Maybe It's sorrowful, which means it's kind of sad. Um, Maybe it's suspenseful and you feel like you're on the edge of your seat. So again, that could be the same as tone, but it might be different. And then you are actually going to do a Padlet instead of this, to kind of look at different movie trailers, and different kind of variations of movie trailers, and kind of tell the mood and the tone and then why you think so. So make sure you explain your reasoning.